Did you ever meet the Commissioner of Education?
No, I didn't. Dana Sherman.
One of our preschool teachers.
Great, great.
Right? So she was giving, I found out yesterday, she's going to be governor, you know.
Yeah, I'm normally
No small task, right?
reading to little guys.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? Well, as I told her, the 3-year-olds that she meets on a daily basis are probably far better than any of the adults. It's okay.
Let's go, Dan.
Ready for
Ready
this?
to rock.
All right.
You go right there, Scott? I think we need Eric, though. Isn't Eric going to say a few words?
Yeah, Eric, you coming up?
Come on, Eric. Come over here. Want to join me?
I would first like to begin by welcoming Governor Murphy, Senator Vin Gopal, Assemblywoman Joanne Downey, Assemblyman Eric Hotelling, and Education Commissioner Lamont Repillette. Welcome to Ocean Township. I would also like to welcome all of our guests today and extend our thanks to the Ocean Township Board of Education and our superintendent, Dr. James Stefankowitz. My name is Dana Sherman. I'm a proud graduate of the Ocean Township School System, and I am the teacher for our full-day, grant-funded preschool program, which still brings a big smile to my face. Thanks to the efforts of Governor Murphy and his team, Ocean Township was awarded the Preschool Education Expansion Aid Grant, which has allowed us to start providing full-day preschool services to the community of Ocean Township. I have worked in the district for 7 years, and my experience have included working with students with special needs and most recently preschool. Teaching preschool has been my passion since graduating college. In the summer, when it was proposed to me to possibly be a part of the new full-day program, I could only think of the benefits that my students would have by being here all day. I knew we would be giving more students an opportunity for success in the school setting. It has been a whirlwind, but I've embraced this challenge, getting a new room ready, ordering equipment, developing a schedule, and meeting the parents. My students arrived on October 2nd. I have never looked back, and my heart has never been more full. Fast forward to today, where you, Governor Murphy, were able to join us to experience our mission to create a love of learning and to see firsthand our students thriving due to our administration's advocacy for early childhood education. We cannot thank Governor Murphy enough. Our school district firmly believes in research that proves high-quality early education relates to greater readiness and success in school and beyond. Governor Murphy, we know you made a commitment to early childhood education, and we are thrilled that you chose to visit Wayside Elementary. We truly appreciate that you have made early childhood education a priority in the state of New Jersey. We have a saying that Wayside rocks. Ocean Township and Wayside want to say that Governor Murphy, you rock.
Oh, wow. That's high praise, Doug.
It is with
Thank you. Thank you.
It is with great pleasure that I give you, from the great state of New Jersey, Phil Murphy.
Thank you so much, Dana. That was so well done. What a treat. I would just ask if Dana could introduce me every time I speak for the next several years. Wow. Thank you, Dana Sherman, for your introduction and for all that you and your fellow educators, I don't know where Miss Janet is, but she had us whipped into shape in the gym next door, to what you're doing and your colleagues are doing every day to prepare the youngest learners here at Wayside Elementary, and by the way, Wayside rocks, let there be no doubt about it, and across Ocean Township for a lifetime of learning. And I have to, of course, thank the terrific students for being the perfect hosts for our visit today. For those who were not with us, I believe we were next door. We got to play a little bit of soccer with the kids. So let me just say that Lamont and Carrie and I got ashamed, embarrassed, And I would say both for the girls, the boys, the women, and the men, the future is bright based on what we just saw for USA Soccer right here in the heart of New Jersey. I'm honored, in addition to Dana, I'm honored to be joined by Education Commissioner, the guy to my right, who is an extraordinary rockin' leader himself, Dr. Lamont Repillette, and a legislative team that is, I think, second to none anywhere in this state, and whose commitment to ensuring the best for Monmouth County kids is second to none. Senator Vin Gopal, bless you. Assemblyman Eric Hotelling, bless you. And Assemblywoman Joanne Downey. So to the distinguished legislators and commissioner, thank you. We also have the mayor, Chris Siciliano, a very good friend, and rockin' members of council, John, Dave, Margie, a great group here. As always, it's great to be back here. Board of Ed, we got advocates here. Kelly Ledette, who works with Lamont as his chief of staff. Carrie Booker, who oversees early childhood education. Principal Pelea is with us in the house. Principal, nice to see you. Know the name Pelea very well in the annals of New Jersey history. The county executive superintendent, your superintendent and deputy superintendent here. I've lost you. Where are you? Back in the corner in Ocean Township. And to each and every one of you advocates, as I mentioned, honored to be here. What we're seeing here at Wayside is the manifestation of our goal for strong, comprehensive, high-quality pre-K for every child in every community. It's central to our vision of a stronger and fairer New Jersey. A few weeks ago, and this is a big deal, New Jersey was ranked as having the very best public education school system in the entire United States. Amen. That is a list that I'm extraordinarily proud. I know we're all extraordinarily proud to be at the top of. And by the way, let me just say this again. You need the state to step in. You need extraordinary local districts to partner with. And you need great educators and administrators. And we have all of the above, not just in Ocean Township, but around the state. And we top that list in no small part because of the commitment we have made to invest in high-quality education for every child, starting with a renewed commitment to our youngest learners, and specifically in pre-K. And that commitment, and we've just lived it for the past half an hour, is being felt right here in Ocean Township. I'm so proud that our work to expand pre-K opportunities means that for the very first time, Ocean Township schools, themselves very highly rated in a state that is very highly rated, and that's not to be understated, would receive direct state aid for pre-K of a total of more than $586,000. And the doors were opened with that money on October 2nd. That's a chunk of what I believe, Lamont, is $20 million of new pre-K money spread across 28 communities. Carrie, did I get that right? Carrie and I bonded over math several years ago, so every time I talk about numbers, I get a chuckle out of that. This investment is what is fueling the district's 3 new high-quality full-day classrooms that are serving 45 children this year. In addition, the district's partnership with Acello Learning will only further support this investment as Ocean Township pushes toward their vision of making a mixed delivery pre-K education program universally accessible to every single one of their children and families. It's this type of vision and commitment that I know will keep us atop the national leaderboard and keep us as a model for other states to follow. This commitment will have long-term positive impacts. The National Forum on Early Childhood Policy and Programs has estimated that for every $1 that we invest in a child at the very beginning of their educational life, we recoup up to $9 of an overall return as they grow up. Additionally, every dollar we invest in pre-K goes toward making New Jersey a more affordable place for our diverse middle class and working families, like those right here in Ocean Township. It's this commitment that will grow our economy and make it stronger and fairer, and create an educational system which ensures that 100% of our children graduate from high school prepared to move into a post-secondary educational experience, whether that's going to either seek an associate's or a bachelor's degree or a certification that will put them into a good job. Achieving 100% starts with rethinking the learning experience of our youngest learners, and expanding pre-K educational opportunities is the important first step in this work. A couple of weeks ago, Vin and I and about 30-something others were in India meeting with countless companies looking to grow and expand, and who are actively looking at New Jersey as the place to do that. And let there be no doubt, and this comes up literally in every single meeting with a corporation that's either here or looking to come here, and I don't mean just from India, I mean from anywhere. In every one of those conversations, and the highest point on their list is looking for, as they make their decision about new partners, is the quality of education and the quality of the talent. They want to move to places where they know their future employees will want to raise their families, and where they know they can get the next generation of employees because they're highly educated, particularly in the 21st century where the puck is headed, not where it's been, economy. And that's overwhelmingly in our state in the innovation or infrastructure spaces. Making this investment in pre-K is how we keep New Jersey not just a national leader in education, but also how we grow a stronger and fairer economy that works for and benefits every family. So I'm thrilled to be here. It is now my great pleasure. People, I've said this to some of you before, don't be mad at me for repeating it because Lamont's heard it 15 or 20 times. People ask me all the time. We met in Asbury Park. That's an important point where Lamont was the superintendent right down the block, I might add, here. Again, Monmouth County's in the house. It's my home county. Come on. People ask me all the time, when did the reality in education, public education in the state of New Jersey and your administration change for the better, and where it is today where we're rocking? I said, when the big man joined the band. Please help me welcome the Commissioner, Dr. Lamont Rapollet. Love you, buddy.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for the welcome today. Wayside Elementary, home of the Spartans. So obviously, today is an exciting day, so we truly rock here in Wayside. I'm so happy to be visiting a vibrant preschool classroom this morning. These are my favorite opportunities to go into the classrooms and see the young children, especially at that early age. I especially love seeing the excitement of the children's faces when they showed me and the governor some of the moves. A young man named Hudson, I thought, almost hurt our leg, right?
Hudson.
Little Hudson.
Someone's going to sign
Yeah,
Hudson
someone's
up
going to
to a
sign
contract.
Hudson.
I just want to say that.
Before I continue my remarks, I want to acknowledge the hardworking staff at Wayside. Also want to the superintendent, my friend and colleague, Dr. Stefanjevich. I probably messed that up, Jim. I probably about that. But more importantly, though, Senator Vin Gopal, Assemblywoman Downey, and Assemblyman Hotaling. Thank you for your commitment to preschool expansion. I can honestly say the conversation I've had with the legislative team regarding this district, and more so their entire district and constituents regarding education, has been ongoing, and it will continue to go. So thank you for your commitment to this district. The new preschool classroom we just visited, which began operating, as the governor said, October 2nd, was made possible from the 2019-2020 preschool funding and our administration's budget. Today's visit marks the first time in Ocean Township schools that we received direct state aid for pre-K. As Governor said, a total of more than $585,000. Please give Governor Murphy's administration a clap for that. But we all know the translation, but the direct impact on 45 children, and we've seen some of those students today, Governor, in the classrooms here in Ocean. Something that leads to positive long-term impact for both the children and the community. The governor's focus on education and his economic plan highlights the growing demand of our educational system, which is ensure that 100% of our children graduate from high school prepared to move in some additional formal post-secondary success. As the governor said, whether it's certifications, industry-level credentials, community college, whether it's universities, our students will have the opportunity to have pathways and create those based off the educational blueprint that we put forth with a stronger and fairer educational system. But in order to achieve 100%, we need to rethink the learning of our youngest students. Expanding pre-K is just the first step in this work. It fits the vision of a stronger and fairer New Jersey, and is part of our administration's larger educational plan, which includes STEM education, computer science for all, P-Tech, and free community college. So you see the continuation, right? The continuum from our earliest learners to 16. So I want to thank the governor again for his vision and foresight for not just all of the constituents in the state, but more of our students from pre-K to 16. Simply put, funding education, especially early childhood now, is a boon for New Jersey's economic future. We are the state of innovation. Thank you.
Well done, man. Thank you. Two quick things. I appreciate the accolades, but on education, it is the ultimate, it takes a village. So you need a great commissioner and a great team around him. You need great legislators who see it as you do, because I sign budgets, we propose, but they get deliberated, debated, as they should. You need local leadership, both in the education side of the house, the council side, mayors. You need advocates. You certainly need parents, and you need educators and administrators. So I appreciate the accolades, but this is the ultimate team sport. I mentioned you need legislative partners and leaders, and there's none better in this district. So let me begin. I'd love to ask each of them to say a few words. Let me begin by Rockin' Senator Vin Gopal. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Thank you, Governor, and thank you for picking, I know there was a lot of winners, and thank you for picking Ocean Township. It's a testament to the administration, the staff. I want to thank the school board members that are here, Denise, Irene, Janice, Jeff, Amy, Natalie. Thank you. This is an extraordinary school board with the superintendent and business administrator, and I know you guys work very hard, but most importantly, your teachers and your faculty that really make this incredible. I think Dr. Repollet was getting tired of getting calls from me about Ocean Township over these last 2 years, so I kind of made a joke when I walked in. I said, what are the odds? We're in Ocean Township. So the administration, the governor, as well as the education commissioner have really, not just on this issue, but extraordinary special ed funding on a lot of these issues, really recognize that this is a partnership. It's going to be a partnership between the state, the local school districts, the county. Last thank you, everybody working together in the years ahead. We're going to have a lot of good things, and the challenges we have, we're going to have to work together, because there are ways out of them, like we're seeing today and that we saw earlier this year on extraordinary special ed. This pre-K funding, I'm not going to repeat what everybody said, but obviously this is going to impact a lot of young men and women for years and years to come. So I'm honored to be here, but more proud that the governor and the education commissioner and their teams are really putting together programs like this one to give districts the opportunity. And I know they've already in discussions, the commissioner, on other potential programs down the road. So this is really exciting, and I'm so excited to see how these dollars go long term. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. You know, this is an obvious point, but when you're the #1 public education system in America, and you're thinking of starting a family, and it fits with your job aspirations, that's a big magnet. That's a huge magnet. You know, getting NJ Transit fixed, which we will do if it kills me, which, by the way, it might. It used to be the #1 premier, we're the densest state in the nation. Being able to move people and things around within our state and between our state and New York in particular and Philadelphia in particular is existential for us. That's another big magnet, which is why we spend so much time on it. And then when that family crosses the Hudson or the Delaware, or they come in from somewhere else, and they're the couple starting the family, I should say, they start to look around and they say, okay, where within that great state does it make sense for us to plant our flag? And I know you know this, Chris, and the ed side of the house, the council side of the house. You talk about a magnet at the township level to be able to say, hey, by the way, particularly for 2-income households, right, both mom and dad working, to be able to see those blessed little kids in there. And by the way, if that weren't enough full day, that's a huge magnet within that big magnet. And that's what we're trying to create all around the state. And I just take my hat off to the Ocean Township squad for working with us in this particular instance. So not only have you got a great senator, but they've taken their time out because they're on the ballot in a few weeks. So I want to thank them. No politics today, but God bless you both, and thank you for being with us and taking a few minutes. I'd love for each of the assembly members to come on up and say a few words, and they're as good as it gets anywhere in the state, and I know enough to be dangerous. Let's start with Assemblywoman Joanne Downey.
First, I want to say again, thank you to everyone here. I won't name again. Everyone said everybody's name pretty much. I think we covered most everybody. But I really do know most of you personally and think you're all amazing. And you've done so much to help Ocean Township, every one of you. Seriously. But I am, are you saying Freehold back here? But I am from Freehold Township. And why I'm going to bring that up is because I'm a mom of 2 little girls. And I think that's exactly what the governor just said was so important. I know why I'm here. I know because we have great school systems. I didn't want to have my kids go anywhere else. They're in 3rd and 4th grade. I know they're getting a great education, just like I know all the kids here are getting a great education. We have great teachers. We have great support staff. We have great administrators, great boards of education, people on the boards of ed, superintendents. We are very lucky. We've done things to support additional school funding here in the state of New Jersey. We've done things to continue to expand pre-K. We've done things to give more extraordinary aid. And I thank the governor and everybody else for all of that. And I want to thank the commissioner for all his hard work, because we're hoping to do, like Vince said, a lot more good things, including I'm hoping to see a lot more with social emotional learning. And we're doing good things because we're progressing in the state. And as we get further and further ahead, we need to have more with technology. We need to have more, to balance that technology, ways to cope. And we need our kids to be not as stressed. So the social emotional learning is going to be such a big part of that. And I'm looking forward to seeing where we go with all that. The other thing I'm really very just so proud of is just being able to know that we do a lot to get involved generally throughout the country. I was asked and able to go to a wonderful national conference of leaders throughout the country, all these legislators from all over. We talked about something so important. Between not only pre-K, where we have it now, but how important it is to go from 0 to 3, too. My long-term look and my conversation with everyone back here is still going to be going from 0 on, because we found out from people who are in the Federal Reserve boards, if you start, just like the governor was saying, if you start early on, especially in lower economic areas where they don't have the opportunities as much, and there might be a lot of stress, a lot of things going on in their lives, you catch those children early on and you wrap the community around them, and you do good things and allow them to learn, it will cost you less. You'll save money later when we talk about when they become adults, and as they continue to progress and not only add to the economy, but not take away from our economy by then having to be in other programs, including incarceration. So we look at all of these things and say, wow, this is a really good deal. And again, I want to thank everybody for the investment, both in money, but also in heart. So thank you again to all of you, and I'm so looking forward to the future here. And I'm so excited about pre-K here, so thank you again, everyone.
Thanks, Joanne. That was so well done. I love that, Joanne. Thank you. Amen to all of the above. Thank you for that and for everything you do. Last but certainly not least, another extraordinary member of the Assembly, a Monmouth County guy through and through, and a dear friend. Let's get it up for Assemblyman Eric Hotelling.
Thank you, Governor. It's I know that you rock, but Ocean Township school system rocks as well. And you know what? We have some great things that go on here. I think the last time that I was here in this gym, I was getting hammered by a bunch of 4th graders asking me questions about how state government works. And one of the things that always impressed me about Ocean Township is, that you utilize those tours and going out to Trenton all the time. And I have been out there many times and met the 4th graders when they got off the bus to come to our capital to talk about government. And it's a wonderful thing that you do. And the principal of the school here, your dad was a wonderful senator, and he's probably one of the few senators that ever has his birthday celebrated on a statewide level every year. So your dad was a great guy, and you have walked in his footsteps, and you're continuing to do that. And, I think the governor said it all. We're the #1 public school system in the nation, and we're going to continue to take steps to improve on that. And the expansion of pre-K and extraordinary special aid money that we have allocated, we are doing that, and we are very proud of the things that we've been able to do as a legislature in these tough times, and we're going to continue to do that. And not only what goes on here in Ocean Township, but it's a statewide effort as well, and we're just proud of what we've been able to do right here for Ocean Township and our little learners. So thank you all for having us today, and we're glad to be here.
I love that little learners. I love that, man. I'm so happy for 2 reasons to be here at this great school, so Wayside rocks. And secondly, I don't have to take questions from the press that have nothing to do with what we just talked about for the past hour. I want to thank Senator Vin Gopal, the Assemblywoman Joanne Downey, Assemblyman Eric Hotelling. By the way, Eric's also a proud union guy. John Napolitano's here, proud union guy. Different stripes of the union reality, but we're a proud union state, and I want to make sure that I say that. I want to also say that not only does the super here and deputy and principal and all of the educators and administration have it right in Ocean Township and at this school, but I want to again to the county tip my hat. I'm a Monmouth County guy. We're over in Middletown, and pound for pound, it's a great county educational reality. So to you all, I want to tip my hat to you as well. Thanks to each and every one of you. Lamont, thank you to you. Dana, you kicked us off brilliantly. The rest of us couldn't quite punch it at the same level you were at, but to you and your colleagues, what a thrill to be here. God bless you all. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Thank you.
I know, I gotta go to Florida.